24th of January. The Toto Dutch Open Darts is held from February 1st till February 4th. Registration is open until January the 16th. The Toto Dutch Open Darts is by far the largest darts party in the world that you should not miss. And the men's and women's champions go to the Lakeside in December 2024. The Swiss Open and Helvetia Open tournaments are held from May 31st till June the 2nd. One of the longest running tournaments in Europe invites you to join them in the most beautiful surroundings you'll find in Europe. The Swedish Open and Masters is held from August 16th till 18th, a popular tournament for many of Europe's best aerosmiths. For more information on each of these tournaments, go to the link in the description. A special thank you to our tournament sponsors Whitmire, A&G Travel Group, iDarts, Dart Connect, CT1 and Quiff.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Lakeside for Day 3 of the WDF World Championship. The seeds are here. We're kicking things off with Peter Machin against James Richardson. We then go to the women's draw for Anka Zylstra v Paula Murphy, Mark Buril against Jim Whitmire, and then another Scot in Gary Stone against Ricky Nyman. Another Scot is emceeing. Here's our MC, Anthony Dundas.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Day 3 here at the 2023 CT1 WDF Lakeside World Championship. This is the home of World Darts. This is Lakeside! We start the second round of the men's competition, and we welcome to the stage a man who won through to the semi-final of the Challenge Tour this year, the former British Classic and Denmark Masters champion from England, Ruthless James Richardson. His opponent makes his long-awaited Lakeside World Championship debut. 3 times the Australian Grand Masters champion, the former World Trophy champion from Australia, Peter Machin.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome along to day 3 of the Lakeside World Darts Championship. This is where the tournament really hots up. We've had 2 days of round 1 action, and now the big guns, the seeds, are coming out to play. They say life begins at 50, and in the case of Peter Machin, that might be true, making his World Championship debut as the number 12 seed. This man, James Richardson, 1 year the junior of Machin, but wherever there's a dartboard, you're probably likely to see him there. He puts his hand to anything. Peter Machin does not have a great deal of big stage experience, but what he does have is over a dozen titles to his name. The last one coming last year, winning the Newcastle Classic. A very consistent player down in Australia, a player who tends to win. But James Richardson won a couple of the WDF titles last year, Denmark Masters champion as well as the British Open. This is bound to be a tight game because Richardson played really, really well in his opener against Christian Girdle. Peter Machin hasn't played too many darts recently, so we'll have to wait and see just if he needs to brush off any rust. My name's Dan McCarthy, and I'm delighted to be joined in the commentary box for this game by the big boss of the WDF, I suppose, the Secretary General, referee, spotter, commentator, you name it, he does it all. Nick Rolls, how have you enjoyed the tournament so far?
It's been great, thanks, Dan. I'm not sure about that. You said it before, and Masters, what was it, Masters ceremonies? That's the one bit I haven't done. Maybe I have to kick Dan, Anthony off of that. No, it's gone well. It's been good. I think you just summed it up really well. This is the start of the tournament, right? No disrespect to those that have played, but the seeds are out now, and the big guns come into play. Those that have already played have, got a taste of the limelight as well. So, yeah, looking forward to it.
Yeah, there's a reason why they are seeded players. It might be an obvious thing to say, but it's because they are more used to winning games. First of 4 matches today, and this is where the format is slightly extended compared to what we saw in round 1. It's first of 3 sets, and we do have a break after 2 sets, so just putting the players under the mill a little bit more, having to earn their way through to the round of 16.
Contrasting styles in this game as well, isn't there, Pete? Is that little bit more deliberate and steady? Where, you've commentated on a lot of games, and I've refereed a lot of games, and sometimes players have to just adjust on this. So James has got to adjust his game here a little bit. That space between this throw and his next throw.
Yeah, there's always, I suppose, an interesting psychological battle when you do get a contrast of styles. It's almost as if who's going to fall into each other's traps, if you like, who's going to be dragged into the rhythm of the opposing player. It's been a decent start, this, from Richardson. He should get himself at least 1 dart at a double. That was a loose one. Has to be treble 19 for double 10. And it's a very good start from James Richardson.
Nice out to start.
Only needs the 1 dart to tidy up.
Yeah, good 78 outshot to start proceedings. You said at the top as well, where there's a dartboard, there's a James Richardson, right?
Absolutely.
It just goes everywhere, doesn't it?
Yeah, he was competing in the Modus Super Series last week, played in Group A, so he had a full week of darts, dropped into Group B, and fortunately couldn't qualify for finals night. But he does have such an appetite for the sport. It's really nice to see. Peter hasn't played competitive darts for around about 3 months, so will be interesting to see just where his game actually is right now.
No, definitely, and the Australian tour, I think, is something certainly I've learned over the last year or so, doing what I do with picking up all the results, etc. And you think, okay, why is Peter not played in that tour? And just the size of Australia, it's not quite like travelling. Our guys travel around Europe, or the European guys come over to the UK, etc. And it's an hour or 2 hours on a flight. For those guys, it's like 6-7 hours to get from one side of the country to the other, So it does make it difficult, and obviously the cost of things for those guys as well.
Yeah, I think a 3-hour journey by car in Australia, they consider that what we'd consider about 10 minutes here.
Yeah, exactly that. Peter's got the advantage in this particular leg. old standard way of going for 146. New way is the treble 19, isn't it? Pete will be looking to go one further than Kim Mitchell yesterday. I thought she was really unfortunate. A brilliant 130 outshot to win the leg that took us to the final leg. She played really well.
Yeah, it was a final set where we saw 5 consecutive breaks of throw.
Right.
But this is for a hold of throw.
Well, so 2 darts at doubles and 2 hits.
Doubling masterclass so far.
And a Dutchman on the refereeing as well, Marco Meyer.
Yeah, very multinational refereeing team we've got here this week.
Yep. Right, I think all the guys are enjoying themselves as well. Good camaraderie between them.
Yeah, it's all you can ask for.
Yeah.
Just a good laugh while you're working.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's a bit of a blocker for James, sort of sitting underneath the bed. So to move across a little bit.
These darts do stand to attention.
Very deliberate that first dart, Peter, isn't he?
Yeah, the way that he almost twizzles the darts in his fingers, it's quite an unorthodox style. Several of those little prods forward before he releases the dart. James, a much speedier player.
135.
Did have the best average after the first day of play with just over 88, but that's since been bettered by Jarno Bottenberg, who was brilliant against Jamie Lewis, only giving the Welshman 1 leg, and then the extravagance of Leonard Gates against Brian Corbett. He'll certainly be one to watch.
100%. Yeah, very impressed with Leonard. And Jarno, so confident when he got speaking to him just before his game when he came up. He was really confident. James having a bit of a think here. Needs to go for the 25, I'd suggest. Good thinking. Good thinking.
Always listen to Nick. That's the counting that makes you a referee.
Yeah, that's it. That's the bit we're looking at. Not quite the same when you're watching Leonard Gates, I've got to be honest.
Player who we could bracket as a spotter's nightmare.
Absolutely. 100%. Another one of those for tops.
100.
Good thinking there, because he could have easily come out and gone treble 16, but then you say leave yourself 64, and you could take 2 darts to get to a double, whereas theoretically off 60 you should get to 1. This could be interesting. Oh, went 57-28. Should be treble 10, I think. Oh, 2 out of 2. I'm going to retire now.
It's a lovely setup from Peter,
Yeah,
and
it
puts James under
that's
a bit of pressure.
Not only James's darts stand up, they also tend to tilt to the right as well, so he didn't want that over the left-hand side, but he adjusted really nicely. That's 3 at doubles, 3 hits, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfection.
No pressure, lads. Keep it going.
First 180 incoming, perhaps.
Oh, and that's why you do commentary, right?
Absolutely.
It's the dream team. Trouble is, the only way now for is down.
16.
You can imagine that Peter would struggle more than most to hit 180s because
just thinking the same. Yeah.
As we watch this dart landing the board, just look how thick and bulbous it is. However,
is that there? I think it's just above, do you?
No!
Wow.
I'll repeat, the seeds are here to play.
And you're doing the comms on this, my friend.
141.
Treble 20. It's 8 perfect darts.
My goodness. Oh, Peter.
17.
Nearly
Wow.
perfect from Peter.
My heart was going, I've got to be honest. The crowd were perfect. It might not be the biggest crowd, but they appreciate their darts, and they were just giving Peter the best of order there. It was fantastic. Wow. problem he had. I'll tell you after we finish this leg, but there is a problem he had here.
Still has the luxury of time. Doesn't need loads of it, though. Does pick out double 12.
The problem was he had the referee from hell for 9 darts. Marco Meyer here, I think that's his 4th time where someone has missed the double 12. I think Marco will tell you later, but and of course we'll give him a bit of ribbing about it as well.
That's Marco's fault,
absolutely,
obviously.
100%. But yeah, interesting. Isn't it? You said earlier about the fact that Peter hasn't played for 3 months. Well, he's putting up a decent fight here. Do you know, typical as well. 3 legs where the doubles hit first dart, and the one we wanted.
Yeah,
you just swapped it round, right?
100.
Yeah, I'm sure Peter would have loved to add his name to an exclusive club, a roll of honour of players who've hit 9 darters on this stage. But all of a sudden, there's a bit of lateral drift into the 5s.
Yeah. 15.
Sometimes how this sport goes.
16.
Still averaging around the 99 mark, though, is Peter. It's been a very encouraging start, even if he does go on and lose this set. More margin for error with the longer format.
I think he's also got the experience to say, you know, this set is a bonus, if you like, isn't it? It was against the darts, albeit he does know he needs to break at some point during the match to win it, but...
57.
Big score here. If he can put another one in there, he's the favourite for the leg and the set. And he's done that. Again, to your point, but how he got that underneath the dart that was in the treble.
Much more standard setup that James goes with.
78. Peter, you require 136.
Skinnier barrels. Now then, 136 for Peter Machin.
I think the other thing for Peter here is, I mean, if our hearts were racing, his heart's got to be racing as well. So to come back down off of that opportunity for a 9, needs to stay there, really. Should come out now for the 10s. May go. There you go on the ball. What? Seen James do that before. What a setup.
Yeah, there's loads of options you've got when you're on 66.
Yeah. Oh, that's painful because you've got to hit a treble. Got to hit the treble 19. No, he's not going to get a shot at a double. That'll be really disappointing for Peter as well. If he'd have flicked into the 18 or the single 20, he still had chances, but...
Yeah, this game's short in the first set. James Richardson.
1-0 to James Richardson. 3 darts at a double. 3 hit. It's very, very encouraging and certainly living up to the ruthless nickname.
Yeah, where are we at with the averages as well? Dan, pretty decent, that.
Yeah, I mean, James Richardson's actually averaging 12 points less, but it's
really
all about timing.
Wow. Yeah,
I mean, it's that 9-dart attempt that's really
of course.
risen the Machin average.
41.
I've seen him average a ton before on the big stage, Peter Machin, in the quarterfinals of the World Trophy back in 2017 against the great Martin Adams. There's a very, very high ceiling with this man.
Got to admit, I really like his shirt. Nice and crisp. I like that sort of... What is it? Not a pattern. What's the word I'm looking for? On the back of his shirt, it's almost like a crest, isn't it?
Yeah, like a print.
Yeah. Maybe it's his family crest or something like that. I'll have to ask him later on. I should have asked him beforehand.
I think my favourite shirt of the tournament so far is the Edwin Torbjornsson one, E.T.
E.T. on the back, yeah.
Which I've got to admit, it took me an embarrassingly long time to work out why that was on the shirt. It's his initials. That makes sense.
I liked Makuru's. I thought that was quite different with the sort of denim-y look. Yeah, that's quite different.
77.
James Richardson there giving himself a real talking to. Big Ipswich Town fan. James still talking to himself in the back. You can see him head down, chuntering away.
Well, no wonder he's feeling good about life if he's a big Ipswich fan.
Yeah. Won again at the weekend, didn't they?
Yeah.
Oh, that one's all right. That doesn't count. Drop darts can be picked up and thrown again.
Yeah, the rule is only if it's a deliberate throwing action and it hits the floor.
Exactly that. A little bit frustrated with himself there, Peter, for the first time that I've seen anyway. And that's in the way, so he's definitely coming down now.
78.
Good switch. May not leave a finish, but he's handily placed, let's put it that way.
44.
And he's not punished by Richardson.
He did have the throw this leg, Peter, so he really should be looking to hold it. Sounds a very obvious comment, but there's that little bit of pressure on
59.
when you've got the throw. For James, this is a free hit, if you like.
Yeah, it'll feel like one of those annoying sets to lose because I don't know if he'll be the sort of player that focuses on stats or anything, but he'd look at the averages pure and simple and think, how on earth have I lost that? I feel it's an opportunity missed. This is for a hold.
Yeah.
Another one would leave double 7. Single leaves the ball. He went very safe.
88.
He's just wayward.
Horrible land as well, because he'd left himself double 17, which is nobody's favourite. Another single 20 for tops for James. Tops it is then for a breaker throw. Awkward though. He's got to get through the traffic. Oh, what a good dart that is. You said it's all about timing, and we're talking about the averages, and I know Russ Spray was here yesterday, and we were chatting about averages mean absolutely nothing. It's the W in the column at the end, but also your timing is exactly that. And that was timing.
140.
Yeah, I think the word timing, the game I'd associate that with most in this tournament is not an Aussie, but a New Zealander, Johnny Tartar against Sean McDonald.
Agreed,
Averaged
totally.
8 points less.
Was it?
But some of those shots that he landed at such key moments.
Yep.
41.
It was one of those games with Johnny had 3 or 4 180s, and you thought really going, but in between that there wasn't. It was a bit. It was high or it was low, wasn't it? It wasn't a great. It wasn't consistent. I think it's probably the word I'm looking for.
140.
Yeah, he'll be back this evening.
He
Takes
will.
on Northern Ireland's Barry Copeland.
The daddy.
And this evening is really tantalising because we've got the number 1 seeds in both the men's and the women's draw. Andy Bartons takes on Sebastian Białecki in what should be a cracking encounter, but probably the star attraction of the whole week in Bo Greaves takes to the stage against Lorraine Hyde.
Yep. Spoke to Bo yesterday. She's in good form. Looking forward to the chance to retain her title. But equally knowing that there's some performers out there, of which Lorraine is definitely one, that have got a game that if she's not on her A game, they've played on this stage before and have got the experience. And Lorraine's obviously played this year as well, which I do sometimes think that can help, for example, James Richardson.
He didn't need to go the 11 and bull route. He's got plenty of time on his side. And this is where the game could quickly get away from Peter Machen, especially with how ruthless Richardson has been on the doubles.
I saw what he did there. It's good. That's why you're a concern.
Maybe not for long.
60.
Sorry, viewers.
40.
Tops it is then for a 2-0 lead in the second set. Down to 10s.
That's been shown in the second part.
Well, the first time he doesn't clean up first time of asking, but doesn't matter.
Oh, right, okay. That was the first double he'd missed. Very studious Dan. I'm just looking over his shoulder at his notes here. He's got it all written down. Not sure the handwriting's the neatest, but
no.
As long as you can read it, it doesn't matter, does it?
Yeah, all commentators have got their own little versions of notation, and some of them look like some of those ridiculous fonts you get on Microsoft Word. No idea what they're meant to be saying.
60.
Yeah, I think Peter needs to win this leg, not only to stay in the set, but almost to stop the rot. Sounds really strange that he's only lost 3 legs on the trot, having lost the last leg of the first set as well. But as you said, he can run away very quickly, especially with a player of James's pace as well. I sometimes find with James, and I think he'll be the first to admit it as well, is the concentration level. You saw how pumped he was in that first set. Then he can just occasionally, in my opinion, just drop off a little bit and his mind disappears. I said to him after his first game, what did you stay up there? You just wanted the airtime, or what was it? Because he could, I think, if I'm not wrong, he had 5 match starts before he won his match in that first round game.
Yeah, I saw a lot of him at Modus last week when he failed to get through to the Saturday night. And one thing that plagued his game in the days I was watching him, missed big numbers, which really, as a dart player, is a cardinal sin.
Yeah, absolutely. Agree. Going down 137 to leave 116, which would be a nice leave. 275 could see James using the bull last start if he hits a treble here, or it shouldn't see him using the bull. Let's put it that way. Yep. Unless this one goes straight in the treble as well. He should be looking at the bull, I think he is.
82.
Right thinking, wrong execution. Could have come down here, and 57 would have left him 59, so 19 and tots, but I think Peter's that, with due respect to him, that little bit old school. Plays the 20s. It's amazing watching some of the Dutch players and the way they go out and their thinking is that quick. It's exciting as a referee, but it's also scary on occasion.
Nerve-wracking.
Well. Yeah. Double here? Doesn't need to, perhaps 1-4-4. Again, maybe that old school is not going to go double.
Yeah, the new breed of players may have been tempted to go 2 double 19s.
Yes.
Group those darts together.
True. Yeah. Should come out for the 16s. Great darts. That's put the pressure on.
Stay in the set.
Yes. So I think he really needs this one because James will have the throw in set 3 as well. Albeit there's a break if he does. If James takes this, we go to a break. Players will have the choice of whether they want to stay on stage or go for a break off stage. Down the Frimley Green Cafe, I think, for this row. Oh, wow. Wow, dart, that one.
Well, you could hear the big yelp there from James Richardson as he establishes a 2-set advantage. Ruthless is 1 set away from making it through to round 3 of the WDF World Championship. And Peter Maing goes off stage. He will be stewing. He will be ruining that missed 9 dart attempt.
This program is brought to you by Benji Marine Engine Repair and Trading. Specialized in Wärtsilä engines with a 24-hour-a-day, high-quality, worldwide service. And by Hemeco Storage Systems, your one-stop storage system solution with over 100 years of experience. The 45th annual Whitmire Fleetwood Memorial Las Vegas Open will be held from January 19th till the 21st. Sin City welcomes you to come and play in the entertainment capital of the world. Both men's and women's champions will win places at the 2024 WDF World Championships. The Romanian Darts Festival is from January the 26th till January the 28th. Come join the party in Bucharest. Register to play by Wednesday the 24th of January. The Toto Dutch Open Darts is held from February 1st till February 4th. Registration is open until January the 16th. The Toto Dutch Open Darts is by far the largest darts party in the world that you should not miss. And the men's and women's champions go to the Lakeside in December 2024. The Swiss Open and Helvetia Open tournaments are held from May 31st till June the 2nd. One of the longest running tournaments in Europe invites you to join them in the most beautiful surroundings you'll find in Europe. The Swedish Open and Masters is held from August 16th till 18th. A popular tournament for many of Europe's best aerosmiths. For more information on each of these tournaments, go to the link in the description. A special thank you to our tournament sponsors Whitmire, A&G Travel Group, iDarts, Dart Connect, CT1 and Quiff.
Welcome back to Lakeside then, where James Richardson has established a comfortable 2-0 set advantage against Peter Machin. And it will already feel like a long time ago since that 9-dart attempt outside double 12. If he'd have landed that, he'd have joined a very, very exclusive club. He'd have literally doubled the membership, because Paul Lim is still the only man to have hit a 9-darter in the World Championship on this stage. That was back in 1990 against Jack McKenna, so it would have been a momentous souvenir for Peter Machin to take home with him. But as it transpires, he didn't hit it. He's got an awful lot of work to do to advance into round 3. And James Richardson is looking very, very comfortable right now, Nick.
It certainly is. His doubling, as you've said, all the way through has been really good. I think he's missed 1, 2, 3 darts at doubles, yeah. So a really good high percentage in the doubles. His scoring's been there and thereabouts as well. But hasn't it a 180 yet, I don't think, Richardson. But the 140s column is looking tidy. Interesting dynamic now. It's the first time we've had breaks. We didn't have breaks during the weekend games because it's quick fire best of 3 sets, just on and off. I said he hadn't hit a 180. Oh, James. But yeah, so what do the players do now? They go back, have a bit of a drink. For James, it's carry on doing what I'm doing, keep in the zone. But for Peter, what's you thinking? It's just got to, how do I adjust the balance there?
Yeah, I suppose players can approach breaks in different ways. Some would prefer the break, some wouldn't. I'd imagine James Richardson would have preferred not to have the break. He'd have just wanted to motor on. Whereas for Peter, it may have come at the right time. He can just go into the players' room, go and maybe chuck a few darts on the practice board in there, get himself ready to come back here and just recalibrate those thoughts. I think in his mind, he's just got to think, at least in the first set, I showed a lot of promise with the missed dart at double 12. He was well in the game, but Richardson has wrestled control.
Yeah, that first break at the start of the second set is what's turned this game around, really, hasn't it? We were saying how close the first set was, and it was, in fact, Peter had a small chance in that fifth leg of the first set to actually nick the set. And a couple of lower scores, and James punished him with, again, one dart at a double. I'm well in front in this leg as well. Didn't need to take any risks with the double-double.
The break hasn't changed anything. Still as ruthless as ever on the doubles.
You've used that once. You can't use it again, surely. You can't get away with that.
Could do with a thesaurus.
I like the way James managed to find the tops through those darts. Have been quite high in the bed. It makes you think, is he going to be able to get through? But he's done it at least twice.
Yeah, 80 is one of those checkouts that's either quite straightforward or difficult, depending on how your darts behave and how they land in the board. And James's are pretty tall, and they're quite long darts as well, which probably doesn't help.
They don't go quite as tall as some other players. They are still, I 100% agree with you. It is dangerous, but one or two players I've heard them say that's why I go 16s. I'm not a dart player, and if you saw me play darts, you wouldn't want me having darts in my hand because it'd be more of a lethal weapon than something that's going to score a decent score on a dartboard.
57.
But for me, you have to go 20s on the 80 because that you don't need to hit a treble. Simple as that.
Yeah, if you get me a set of darts, you probably need to get me a set tube of polyfill as well for the walls.
So it's no good us pairing up when we have the referees challenge it later in the week.
Well, you can say at least you're a former Dutch Open participant.
Not for long.
96.
Should see James coming down here on 265. Yeah, down from the 19s. It could go up here because 160. Okay, so no, he has stayed down. There we go. 95 would have left the 170. 133 still leaves in a champagne shot of 132. Not that he necessarily needs to go for it unless Peter hits a really big score here.
Yeah, you mentioned a few moments ago the 180 column is blank for Richardson, but he is chipping away because he's finding the treble 2 darts out of 3, and that's a very, very good formula for success.
Really good play here from James. I'd love to see. I think I really like the 132 finish, ball double 16, or even if it's ball 42 tops. I'd love those top finishes, but sensible darts there. Didn't need to go for it because Pete's back on 225.
Well, the World Championship dream is turning into a bit of a nightmare for Peter Machin, because he's staring down the barrel.
He certainly is. I think that's 2 in, though. He could put some pressure on here.
140. Change to require 32.
James Richardson is 1 leg away from a place in round 3.
His doubling's been fantastic, and he's going to be really chuffed with that. You know his interview will just concentrate on his slow cooker. But James Richardson's got a slow cooker that he brings with him to Lakeside. Yeah,
Is he cooking Vindaloo in it?
Hey, very good. It probably is, actually.
He did apparently. I wasn't there when he did it early in the week, but at Modus he did bring a big pot of Vindaloo for some of the crew to have, and I don't know if any of them could handle it. I don't know what the spice level was like. If it is a Vindaloo, it's probably only for the brave-hearted.
2 in for Peter again.
140.
Capitalised on James's treble-less visit.
It's a tough section of the draw, this, because the winner will face either the number 5 seed, Wesley Pleisier, who we know is a very, very impressive player, or Rhys Colley, who I was particularly impressed with in his victory against Dave Prince.
That is a really decent game, that one as well. I'm a big fan of Wesley's. I'm going to be honest and say I didn't really know him until we went to the World Masters. And obviously, he won it. So, of course, I know him now.
Definitely knew him after that.
A nice guy as well, really nice guy. And, you know, his darts have just taken off in the last 12 to 18 months as well.
But Colley will be a tough competitor, and he still has, if memory serves me right, still has the biggest checkout of the
150.
tournament so far.
Yeah.
Match-winning checkout as well.
Yep. He does, and he'll bring an army down with him if Saturday's anything to go by. There were a fair few of them lining the walk-on for him, and then
170.
giving it a bit of a chant.
He's threatened the 9-darter. Can he threaten the big fish? The answer is no.
Oh, and that's let James in here, as you said, just this one leg away. Could be 3 darts away. 2 trebles and a double 14. Won't be this visit. Good saving dart there as well. 62 remaining. Here we go. Champagne shot. Still a chance. 57 for the bull. Not now. James is going to be coming back for that 62 then, Dan.
104.
Well, James will feel like champagne if he can get the job done here. Tops for the match.
42. Peter, you require 28.
Small note in the column that says missed double. There aren't many notes on that under James's name. Awkward double 7 for Peter. Horrible, horrible double.
14.
Horrible double in itself. With the second dart, how strong do you go for it? Because you could hit a single 7 and blow your third dart. But equally, why miss a dart? Why waste a dart? Wow.
James Richardson is through to round 3 of the Lakeside WDF World Championship after a real masterclass on the doubles. Maybe not in that last leg. That was where he was at his most profligate. But other than that, he was absolutely brilliant on the outer ring. Peter Machin nearly gave us a slice of history in the early stages, but unfortunately, he faltered away quite badly. It was 7 straight legs for ruthless James Richardson, who's laid down a serious marker. He'll face either Wesley Plazier or Rhys Colley in the next round. Coming up after this short break, we return to the Women's Championship, where we see our first seed, Anka Zylstra. She plays the American Paula Murphy.
This program is brought to you by Benji Marine Engine Repair and Trading, specialized in Wärtsilä engines with a 24-hour-a-day, high-quality, worldwide service. And by Hemeco Storage Systems, your one-stop storage system solution with over 100 years of experience. The 45th annual Whitmire Fleetwood Memorial Las Vegas Open will be held from January 19th till the 21st. Sin City welcomes you to come and play in the entertainment capital of the world. Both men's and women's champions will win places at the 2024 WDF World Championships. The Romanian Darts Festival is from January the 26th till January the 28th. Come join the party in Bucharest. Register to play by Wednesday the 24th of January. The Toto Dutch Open Darts is held from February 1st till February 4th. Registration is open until January the 16th. The Toto Dutch Open Darts is by far the largest darts party in the world that you should not miss. And the men's and women's champions go to the Lakeside in December 2024. The Swiss Open and Helvetia Open tournaments are held from May 31st till June the 2nd. One of the longest running tournaments in Europe invites you to join them in the most beautiful surroundings you'll find in Europe. The Swedish Open and Masters is held from August 16th till 18th, a popular tournament for many of Europe's best aerosmiths. For more information on each of these tournaments, go to the link in the description. A special thank you to our tournament sponsors Whitmire, A&G Travel Group, iDarts, Dart Connect, CT1 and Quiff.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now turn our attention to the women's competition here at the 2023 CT1 WDF Lakeside World Championship. And we welcome back to the stage the 5-time Charlotte Open champion, 6 times and reigning Las Vegas Open champion from the United States of America, Smooth Paula Murphy. Her opponent takes part in her 5th Lakeside World Championship, the former Denmark Open, Malta Masters and Swiss Open champion from the Netherlands, the Phoenix, Anka Zijlstra.
Anke Zylstra versus Paula Murphy then for a place in the next round of the Women's World Championship. You may have noticed that Anke slightly hobbled during that walk-on. She was, as I was told by Andrew Sinclair, who you'll have heard in the commentary box at certain points this week, she was involved in a car accident only a matter of a few weeks ago. She does have a crutch with her, but she's decided to soldier on without. So we'll have to wait and see just how badly that affects her. A fine player on her day, winner of 3 WDF titles in the last 3 years, a Denmark Open winner, Swiss Open and Malta Masters. That was her most recent triumph. And she comes up against the American Paula Murphy, who, regardless of what happens, will go home having secured a place in the history books, because at the age of 67, she became the oldest player to win on this stage. And it was a fabulous performance against Almudena Fajardo, the young Spaniard. Some real redemption for her, because she performed pretty badly on this stage last year, averaging only 53. She added 20 points onto that average. And if we are just purely looking at averages, she was the highest performing lady player we've had so far this week. So she might look at this game and feel she's in a good position given the ailments of her opponents. Winner of this will face the winner of Bo Greaves or Lorraine Hyde in the quarterfinals.
First set, first leg. It's Anke to
It
throw
will be
first.
Anke to get things going for us. A player who is looking for her first win on the Lakeside stage for 7 years now. It's been a bit of a cursed ground for her. First round losses in 2017 and 2018 to Lorraine Winstanley and Anastasia Dobromoslova respectively. And then last year she entered this competition at the same stage, losing out to Priscilla Steenbergen. And this is a real quirk of Paula's. She tends to start legs on the treble 19. And what she successfully did against Almudena was find at least one of those darts in the treble on the majority of occasion. Gave her a great base to work upon. Very Madas Razmer-esque.
.47. .26.
Anke's reached several quarterfinals this year. British
63.
Open, British Classic, Antwerp Open, Belgium Open. Get to a semi-final as well in that British Open,
41.
losing out to Paige Pauling, 4 legs to 2.
.39.
Paul has not yet found a range. We are sticking with first to 2 sets in the women's tournament, and
83.
as a result we won't have a break like we had in the last match, which ended far quicker than Peter Machin would have liked, but James Richardson can be very pleased with how he played.
.95. Anke requiring
It's better,
130.
good grouping, but Anke's got plenty of time to take out this 113. And she may need it as well after 2 very loose darts.
27.
Even on a score like 216, where it probably makes more logical sense to start on the 20, she's so comfortable on the 19,
Anke required 86.
she'd rather stick there. Interesting.
Paulie requiring 130.
Opting not to go for the bullseye. Effectively saying to Paula, I don't believe you're going to take this. And she might be proven wrong. Couldn't follow that first start.
80. And you require 32.
Cross for double four.
28.
Well, this leg could have been wrapped up a few visits ago. Double 16. And she takes it. Paula Murphy with a very early break of throw.
Second leg, it's Paula to throw first. Game on.
Anke Zijlstra, no, she's in a game now. She's a player who has hoovered titles up on the North America circuit. Just the 48 WDF titles in total.
60. $79. $41.
Charlie Costafine, our referee, helping Anke pick up the flight. She's going to need help if those flights do come off. It looks like it's going to be an uncomfortable game for Anke.
59.
I don't know if she's feeling any pain or whether it's just the lack of mobility after a car accident.
$60. $45.
Paula, one of several players we've seen this week who's opting to wear a skin on a throwing arm
81.
underneath a shirt. Muscle compression or to give her a little bit extra. That's what she was doing well against Almadina Fajardo, just picking off one treble a time. Best averages we've seen from the women so far have been in the low to mid 70s, so if you can pick off one big treble a go, you are going to give yourself a chance.
$100. $41. Paulie requiring 90.
She doesn't have to entertain the bull route. And she doesn't. That leaves 51. Might go for the 19s, given how easy she made double 16 look.
39.
That's a slip. Well, she'll be left a little bit red-faced after that, but might not ultimately matter.
41. Fully required 51. Game shown second low.
2 from 2 on the doubles.
It's anchored to throw first. 100.
Speaking to our American friend Buddy in the practice room, part of the WDF staff here this week. He's saying that she's seen Paula Murphy, when left on 70, go double 19, double 16 before.
17.
Player who does things her way.
81. 24.
Well, you don't need to be a darts aficionado to work out that those 2 visits of 17 and 24 aren't very good.
100.
Has made a better start, though, than Anka. Maybe not in the scoring phase, but the doubling has been clinical. She hit 7 from 17 on the outer ring against Almudena Fajardo. And if she continues that strike rate, she's going to be very difficult to beat.
100.
Much better, though, from Anka Zylstra. Left on Shanghai after 12.
And you require 120.
Tops now.
100. Sixty, and you require 20. No score.
Still she waits for her first leg. The real irony is on 268, starting on the 19s, is probably the percentage play.
60. And you require 20. Game shot the third leg.
Lucky 7 for Anka. Gets a round of applause from her opponent. How polite.
It's Paula to throw first. Game on. $133. 100. 30. 81. 46. $60. $100.
Does feel like a coin flip at the moment, which way Paula's going to start, whether it is on the 19s or the 20s.
$45. $41.
This goes astray and leaves herself a very tricky outshot.
$60. Fully reclined 151. $57. And key required 155.
Well, a couple of treble 17s after that first start landed above could have left a favourite double 16. Ankle will go across to treble 18.
87. Fully reclined 94.
Could go safety first and start on the bull. That leaves 82.
$42. And key required 68.
One dart at double 16.
52. Fully required 52.
Well, that's 10 missed darts at a double already, and we're still only in the fourth leg. Double 6. Time when she didn't want to hit tops. Now double 3.
46. And key required 16.
She was put off by that dart at tops.
No score.
But she's going to be invited back.
6.
She's gone for the split.
Game shot on the first set. Paula Murphy.
And it is a first set for Paula Murphy.
Second set, first leg. It's Paula to throw first. Game on. $60.
I'll reiterate the point. He's making the spotter earn his money.
$60. $41. $60. $47. 45.
Treble's still a lead anchor. And the same for Paula. Both players having a treble-less mare of a leg. That's better. And that does get her down to a finish.
Polly required 167.
Start on treble 19.
And key required 117.
20 for tops. Don't miss the big number.
77. Polly required 108.
This is a finish that should logically suit her. And she's going to get a dart at it.
76. And key required 40. 30. Polly required 32.
She's labouring around the stage. Paula's got to split this. Double 8.
24. And key required 10. Game shot the first leg. Ultra.
Once again, it draws a round of applause from Paula Murphy. Anke Zylstra wins her second leg of the match, and it is a break of throat. She's had way more chances on the outer ring. She's just not taken them.
5.
And if the scoring dries up, she is in big bother.
$15. 41.
Both players really struggling at the minute. It could be one of those games where if one starts firing, the other might follow suit.
$97. $60. $39. $41.
Mention Anker's really poor record here at Lakeside. She's been beaten in each of her last 3 appearances. She hasn't even won a set in that time. Some venues seemingly can just evoke bad memories.
100. Anki Rakai, 158. Polly Rakai, 130.
Saw Kim Mitchell land this magnificently yesterday in defeat to Priscilla Steenbergen. Not going to see the same from Paula.
AC, Anki Rakai, 58.
Tops to give her a bit of a cushion in this second set.
19.
Still, she's off range.
50. $30. Anki Rakai, 39.
Has to look at double 9.
30. Polly Rakai, 20. Game shot second.
Oh, there's been very little wrong with the doubling from Paula Murphy.
It's Paula to throw first. Game on.
Even looking at the legs that Anke Zylstra has won, she needed 7 and then 6 darts at a double to finally complete the job.
$45. $60. $95. $60. $41.
Almost goes without saying, but whoever does prevail here will have to raise their game tenfold, because
100.
even if Lorraine Hyde beats Bo Greaves, she'll be a tough proposition if they're only firing at this standard. We know that Bo is capable of three-figure brilliance.
133. $60. $87.
Handily trims it down to a straight ton.
Pulling required 100.
Big 20 to leave tops.
60. Anchor required 121.
Puts Anchor in a pickle. Has to be treble 17 and Bull. Can she push the button? No, she can't.
77. Pulling required 40. Game shot the third leg.
Finds double 10 to go within a leg of a place in the quarterfinals. It would be huge for her. And raise the prize money to £3,250. So you do have to appreciate that players who come over from the likes of America, Australia, New Zealand, it's not like Europe where they can fly for 2 hours and then get a flight back for a relatively cheap price. It's pure commitment from the players making the long-haul journeys. If anything, it puts more pressure on them. Three well-thrown darts, yet none of them land in the desired treble. Time is ticking on Anke Zylstra's Lakeside hopes.
42. Anke required 150. Pulling required 160.
160 points away from the quarterfinals. millimetres away. But a ton would put big pressure on.
100.
That's what she gets.
And she requires 50.
Two darts at tops. And she stays alive.
Anka Zylstra. Fifth leg, it's Paula to throw first. Game on.
It is a vital next 3 or 4 minutes. And that's a slip. Anka simply has to pounce. It's now Anka who's slipping, clinging on by her fingernails.
$27. $100. $95. $60. $57.
On her own throat, Paula Murphy is first to a finish. And Anka Zylstra needs a treble to leave one herself, which she gets.
Paula require 153.
A solitary point between the pair after 15 darts.
$59. And you require 154. $60. Paula, you require 94.
Locked on 94. Paula's going to get 2 match darts. And she misses both of them.
And you require 94.
She went hunting for double-double.
Paula, you require 20.
In the end, offered herself no chance. She split it for double 4. And Paula Murphy's dream run at Lakeside continues. A straight sets victory against a below par Anka Zylstra. Feeling the pain quite clearly as she gingerly hobbles on to shake the hand of the referee and her opponent. But that is 2 wins on the stage now for the American. Not at her sparkling best, but she won't care one jot. She knows she'll have to raise her game when she takes to the stage next. Quarter-final against either Bo Greaves or Lorraine Hyde. But that is a worry for another day. It was a smooth ending for Paula Murphy through to the quarter-finals. Coming up after this short break, we welcome the number 9 seed Mark Buril in the men's tournament. He plays another American in Jim Whitmire.
This program is brought to you by Benji Marine Engine Repair and Trading, specialized in Wärtsilä engines with a 24-hour-a-day, high-quality, worldwide service. And by Hemeco Storage Systems, your one-stop storage system solution with over 100 years of experience. The 45th annual Whitmire Fleetwood Memorial Las Vegas Open will be held from January 19th till the 21st. Sin City welcomes you to come and play in the entertainment capital of the world. Both men's and women's champions will win places at the 2024 WDF World Championships. The Romanian Darts Festival is from January the 26th till January the 28th. Come join the party in Bucharest. Register to play by Wednesday the 24th of January. The Toto Dutch Open Darts is held from February 1st till February 4th. Registration is open until January the 16th. The Toto Dutch Open Darts is by far the largest darts party in the world that you should not miss. And the men's and women's champions go to the Lakeside in December 2024. The Swiss Open and Helvetia Open tournaments are held from May 31st till June the 2nd. One of the longest running tournaments in Europe invites you to join them in the most beautiful surroundings you'll find in Europe. The Swedish Open and Masters is held from August 16th till 18th, a popular tournament for many of Europe's best aerosmiths. For more information on each of these tournaments, go to the link in the description. A special thank you to our tournament sponsors Whitmire, A&G Travel Group, iDarts, Dart Connect, CT1 and Quiff.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now return to the men's competition here at the 2023 CT1 WDF Lakeside World Championship. And we welcome back to the stage a man making his 4th Lakeside World Championship appearance. Former Which City Open, Seacoast Open and Las Vegas Open champion from the United States of America, Jim Whitmire. His opponent is this year's Iceland Open and Malta Masters finalist, the former Granite City Open and Hungarian Classic champion from Scotland, Sparky Mark Buril.
He's the highest ranked player we've seen so far in the men's tournament. Mark Buril enters the stage looking to finally win a game at Lakeside. This is his 6th attempt and he's always come up short. Came back last year for the first time in 9 years, losing out to Canadian Rory Hansen. But the reason why he's here, and the reason why he is a seed, is because of his consistency on tour. Perennial quarter-finalist, semi-finalist, and as our MC Anthony Dundas referenced, finalist as well. Lost out to Jelle Klaassen in the final of the Malta Masters. That was about a month ago now. So he comes into this tournament on some really good form. A rarity in that he's a darts player who opts to go for long sleeves. I don't quite know what the benefit of that is, but each to their own. As for Jim Whitmire, we've seen his darts in action twice because Liam Maindle-Lawrence borrowed them for his game against Mike Gillett. But Whitmire got the job done against Hungarian qualifier Patrick Kovac. He's certainly had some tough draws on this stage in the past, losing out to Stephen Bunting in 2014, Martin Adams in 2015, Nigel Hayden 4 years ago. Another even game is in prospect, you feel.
99.
Both players vastly experienced, but we've never met each other before, so there's nothing that we can base our predictions on in that regard. Mark Buril does what he wants, walks around the other way.
140. $95.
He does it the right way this time. The bulk of his ranking points come from the final appearance at the Dutch Open, start of last year. And once again, it was Jelle Klaassen who got the better of him. 3-0 win in sets. Very fast start for Jim. Winner of this takes on the winner of our first match this evening, Barry Copeland or Johnny Tarter.
No score.
Oh, an early slip. May not make a massive difference.
62. Jim, you require 72.
That's what he was after. Double 18.
Shot in the first leg.
And that
Jim
is the first leg for Jim Whitmire.
Second leg, Mark to throw first. Game on.
Even a bust scoreline can't damage his chances.
60. $100.
Nicknamed Captain America. Won 16 WDF titles in his career. And he does play a big part in darts off the hockey as well. He's the chairman, president of the American Darts Organization.
121.
And with that, I suppose, comes the pressure of trying to unearth the next darting superstars from that part of the world.
60.
Big potential there.
96.
Had plenty of Scottish representation
56.
at this World Championship. Because following Mark Buril, we're going to see the number 16 seed Gary Stone in action.
94. 99. Jim, you require 90.
Bullseye.
65. Mark, you require 126.
Not that I'd like to tell players how they should play the game, but I'm not a fan of that route. There's always a chance you can obscure the bullseye, and it's difficult enough being the
88.
smallest target on the board.
Jim, you require 25. Correction, 86. $17. Mark, you require 40.
Chance for Mark. First dart at a double is missed. As is the second.
30.
As is the third.
Jim, you require 8. $4.
6 missed darts at a double.
10. No score.
Oh, and that's a bust scoreline as well. Decides to lob the dart away in frustration. Has he lost it? Didn't want to be blinded by the light.
Jim, you require 4. No score. Mark, you require 10. $8. Jim, you require 4.
Well, I'm running out of room on my notepad to write down these missed doubles.
2. Mark, you require 2.
I make that 11 now for Jim.
No score. Jim, you require 2. Aim shot in a second.
Tough time of asking. Jim Whitmire finds double 1.
Third leg is Jim to throw first. Game on.
I think we'll consign that one to the history books pretty quickly.
100. $39. 60. $65.
That's 60 points on the floor. Mark Buril has not settled.
59. 81. 136. 81. Jim, you require 146.
When he does find that first start mark, he does like to speed the throw up.
84.
'Or slow down.
81. Jim, you require 62.
Mark immediately disproving my point.
30.
2 darts for the set. The way Mark's been throwing, you'd be surprised if he lands this, and he isn't going to.
35. Jim,
Wild
32.
darts.
24. Mark, you require 119.
12 or treble.
89. Jim, you require 8.
Well, I'm dumbfounded.
Game shot and the first
set goes the way of Jim Whitmire. Darting disaster class from the Scot. Sparky needs to find a spark from somewhere.
Second set, first leg. It's Mark to throw first. Game on. $100. 95. 60. 58. 97. 83. 40.
Well, he's nowhere near at the minute.
87.
Jim moving from right to left on that shot.
100. 44.
Closest he came, Mark, to winning a game on this stage was in 2013. Took Scott Mitchell all the way.
84. Jim, you require 134.
Dart missed for his first leg of the match. And he's going to get some more.
94. Mark, you require 20. 12.
Went to split.
Jim, you require 40.
Didn't trust himself almost on double 5.
Game shot in the first leg. Jim Whitmire.
Trusty tops for Jim.
Second leg is Jim to throw first. Game on.
Should mention, by the way, I just mentioned Scott Mitchell. He spoke to me this morning before we got on air, and he's popping down to Lakeside tomorrow and may accompany me on the comms box. Bit of bonus Mitchell this week before he joins us full-time from Friday onwards.
$58. $96. $100. $82. $40.
That's unfortunate. It's Garin's duty in this game to pick the darts up that don't make the board.
81. $46. $96. Jim, you require 157.
Could be the biggest finish of the tournament. Wrong side of the wire.
85. Mark, you require 101. $53. Jim, you require 72.
For 5 straight legs at the start of this match. Now, don't bust it again, Jim. He doesn't.
52.
But doesn't win the leg either.
Mark, you require 48.
That should be a great guide.
16.
Those darts felt rushed.
Jim, you require 20. Game shot and a second leg. Jim Whitmire.
Jim takes out double 10.
Third leg, it's Mark to throw first. Game on.
Mark really already fearing the worst.
57.
Nice selection of Christmas trees in the front row of the Lakeside crowd. Hear the bells jingling. Look at them, they're having fun.
$100. $40. $97.
Has played on the PDC circuit as well before Buril.
25.
Won a tour card back in 2014, but he took quite a break away from darts. The years before the COVID pandemic, he came back and qualified, as mentioned, for
60.
Lakeside last year. It's eligible for the seniors circuit now as well.
$83. $100. Jim, you require 161. $65. 85. Jim, you require 96.
Tiniest smidgen of pressure is applied by Buril as he gets to a finish. And it may not matter for a 2-set lead. Jim Whitmire wide of the mark on double 8.
58. 58. Jim, you require 16.
Well, I don't know what Mark Buril was doing there.
Game shot and a second
I do know what Jim was doing.
Jim Whitmire.
Pinning double 8 to win the second set and going to the break in such a commanding position. It has been way too easy so far for the American, who's not playing particularly well himself. He's averaging sub 70, but Mark Buril is all over the place at the minute. He's going to have to go off and regroup as quickly as he possibly can, because otherwise he's staring a 6th consecutive defeat on this stage down the barrel.
This program is brought to you by Benji Marine Engine Repair and Trading, specialized in Wärtsilä engines with a 24-hour-a-day, high-quality, worldwide service. And by Hemeco Storage Systems, your one-stop storage system solution with over 100 years of experience. The 45th annual Whitmire Fleetwood Memorial Las Vegas Open will be held from January 19th till the 21st. Sin City welcomes you to come and play in the entertainment capital of the world. Both men's and women's champions will win places at the 2024 WDF World Championships. The Romanian Darts Festival is from January the 26th till January the 28th. Come join the party in Bucharest. Register to play by Wednesday the 24th of January. The Toto Dutch Open Darts is held from February 1st till February 4th. Registration is open until January the 16th. The Toto Dutch Open Darts is by far the largest darts party in the world that you should not miss. And the men's and women's champions go to the Lakeside in December 2024. The Swiss Open and Helvetia Open tournaments are held from May 31st till June the 2nd. One of the longest running tournaments in Europe invites you to join them in the most beautiful surroundings you'll find in Europe. The Swedish Open and Masters is held from August 16th till 18th. A popular tournament for many of Europe's best aerosmiths. For more information on each of these tournaments, go to the link in the description. A special thank you to our tournament sponsors Whitmire, A&G Travel Group, iDarts, Dart Connect, CT1 and Quiff.
Why don't you come on over, Mark Buril? Needs to come to the party at some point. Has not turned up yet, the Scotsman. Jim Whitmire hasn't too much, averaging just 68, but he's turned up a bit more. I think that's the way I'll put it. All too erratic from the man dressed in black.
Third set, first leg. It's Jim to throw first. Game on.
Shaking hands almost like it's the start of the match. I bet they wish it were. Wish it was. Maybe not so much Jim. And Mark would love to go back in time 20 minutes
41.
and just reset himself. This venue has quite simply been a graveyard in the career of Buril. So uncharacteristic as well, because some of the performances we've seen from him lately have been very good, reaching finals, as we mentioned, the Malta Masters only last month. We got to the quarterfinals of the British Classic. Cracking 174 from Whitmire.
26. 45. 60.
We expect Mark's averages to be in the mid-80s bracket. That is his average, so to speak.
137.
It's a good 20 points off the mark. Jim started this third set well.
56. Jim, you require 44.
Double 16.
Game shot in the first leg, Jim Whitmire. Second leg,
Rare moment of clinicality.
Game on.
First time he's taken out a dart. Taken out a double with one dart since the first leg. This is better. This is a brief glimpse into the true darting ability of Mark Buril.
Mark, you require 161. 58.
Does make some strange decisions. Couple of 174s.
63. Jim, you require 151. 59. Mark, you require 40. Game shot in the second leg.
First leg of the match for Mark Buril.
Third leg, Jim to throw first. Game on.
An olive branch has been offered to him.
99.
Jim Whitmire following in the footsteps of compatriot Paula Murphy in starting a leg on the treble 19. Very quickly decided it wasn't for him. Switched back up.
39.
Scoring power has definitely increased since the break.
40. Mark, you require 154. $26.
It's as if he doesn't know whether to throw quickly or more deliberately.
134. Mark, you require 128.
Treble 20. Would have left the bullseye.
63. Jim, you require 90.
Once again, opts to go for the bull route first. Will get a dart on the button, but doesn't find it.
Requires 65.
Tops.
45. Jim, you require 25. Game shot on the third leg. Jim Whitmire. Fourth leg, it's Mark 2, throw
Jim
first.
Whitmire, a leg away.
Game on.
In the place in the next round.
$26. 100. 100. 140. 83. 100. 140.
Buril denied a max, but he gets down to a slightly more preferable finish. Jim Whitmire was looking to shut the door on that chance, but he can't.
Mark, you require 152.
Because Mark has done it himself.
35. Jim, you require 64.
They're only going to get one dart. It will be at double 16.
48. Mark, you require 117.
Match dart has come and gone. Buril to save himself, and he does. Proper clutch finishing from the Scotsman.
Fifth leg is Jim, the throw first. Game on. $96. 100. 140. 134.
He's trying to claw his way back. But if he does get defeated, he's got no one to blame but himself. Because the start was just far, far too slow.
$57. Jim, you require 132.
Doesn't have to go the flashy route, but chooses to. Oh, that's a shame. Would have been a sensational way to enter round 3.
$100. Junior requires 74.
Double 16.
58.
That's 2 more match darts.
You require 110.
What are you doing? Well, he wanted to give the crowd a little something, I suppose. Jim Whitmire continues the lakeside woes for Mark Buril. It was a poor performance from the Scot. Whitmire will feel like he has to do an awful lot better. Not the greatest of games, but he does go through to round 3, where he's going to face the winner of either Barry Copeland or Johnny Tata. Scotland are hoping for better in our last game of the afternoon session. That's coming up in a few moments' time as Gary Stone takes to the stage against Sweden's Ricky Nyman.
This program is brought to you by Benji Marine Engine Repair and Trading, specialized in Wärtsilä engines with a 24-hour-a-day, high-quality, worldwide service. And by Hemeco Storage Systems, your one-stop storage system solution with over 100 years of experience. The 45th annual Whitmire Fleetwood Memorial Las Vegas Open will be held from January 19th till the 21st. Sin City welcomes you to come and play in the entertainment capital of the world. Both men's and women's champions will win places at the 2024 WDF World Championships. The Romanian Darts Festival is from January the 26th till January the 28th. Come join the party in Bucharest. Register to play by Wednesday the 24th of January. The Toto Dutch Open Darts is held from February 1st till February 4th. Registration is open until January the 16th. The Toto Dutch Open Darts is by far the largest darts party in the world that you should not miss. And the men's and women's champions go to the Lakeside in December 2024. The Swiss Open and Helvetia Open tournaments are held from May 31st till June the 2nd. One of the longest running tournaments in Europe invites you to join them in the most beautiful surroundings you'll find in Europe. The Swedish Open and Masters is held from August 16th till 18th. A popular tournament for many of Europe's best aerosmiths. For more information on each of these tournaments, go to the link in the description. A special thank you to our tournament sponsors Whitmire, A&G Travel Group, iDarts, Dart Connect, CT1 and Quiff.
We continue with round 2 of the men's competition here at the 2023 CT1 WDF Lakeside World Championship. And we welcome back to the stage a man enjoying his Lakeside World Championship debut, the former Finnish Open champion, the reigning Nordic Cup singles champion from Sweden, Catman, Ricky Nyman. His opponent is the former Swedish Classic and Europe Cup singles champion, the reigning Romanian Classic champion, the number 16 seed from Scotland, Gary Stone.
It looks like someone's got a souvenir from the rather glitzy walk-on from Ricky Nyman, if we can describe a cat headband as glitzy. I think we can, to be perfectly honest. At the start of the day, we were mentioning that the seeds have come to play, but it's been a bit of a graveyard so far. Not only have all 3 seeded players we've seen lost, they've not even picked up a set. Losses for Peter Machin of Australia, Anke Zylstra of the Netherlands, although there are extenuating circumstances with her following a car accident a few weeks ago, which has left her not as mobile as she'd like. And then Mark Buril just did not turn up against Jim Whitmire. The expectation around Gary Stone is slightly different, though. Romanian Classic champion this year.
Thank you, ladies
that
and gentlemen.
tournament came in January.
First leg, it's Ricky to throw first.
And he was able to beat Mark Graham in the final. The same weekend, he got to the final of the Romanian Open, losing to Laszlo Kadar, who we've seen already this weekend. He has recorded multiple ton-plus averages this year. Vaulted into the seeding positions because of a few withdrawals. Stone is looking to make the most of this opportunity in the top half of the draw, where if he wins and Andy Bartons wins, we'll get that meeting in round 3. But Ricky Nyman will have something to say about that. And clearly enjoying his lakeside bout. He overcame Aaron Turner in round 1 in a scrappy contest.
140.
And in truth, that game was more down to Aaron's lack of doubling proficiency. Ricky averaged 74.7.
100.
It's safe to say he will need to raise his level.
41.
Making his 4th appearance in a World Championship, Stone.
100.
Lost to Martin Adams in round 2 back in 2012. That was his debut, and that was his best attempt. He's since had a couple of first-round defeats.
135.
Steve Douglas in 2013, and then in 2020, when the tournament was held at the Indigo, lost to the beaten finalist that year, Jim Williams.
100. Gary, you require 144.
But he's a more rounded player. He's a better player for those experiences.
60. Ricky, you require 120.
He's looking to spare the blushes of the so-called big guns today. Ricky may have other ideas. Needs a treble 20. Gets it. Has a dart at tops. And finds
shot in the first leg. Ricky Nyman.
That's one way to settle any nerves he might be feeling. Not that he looked nervous on the walk-on.
57.
Classy Shanghai outshot.
$60. 42.
No previous meetings between the pair. Ricky normally saves his darting action
60.
for tournaments in Scandinavia. Hadn't played a great deal of darts this year before turning up to Lakeside. Up to the semi-finals of the Tallinn Open in April, losing out to John Scott, who we're going to see in action against Leonard Gates.
99.
Best performing player so far. That game comes up tomorrow evening.
140. $45. 57. 100. Gary, you require 114.
Treble 18.
$58. Ricky, you require 137.
Didn't like it. He'll despise this if Ricky Nyman can take 137. And he's got a chance. Double 10. It is a sensational start from the Swede.
Leg. Ricky Nyman.
120 and 137.
Ricky to throw first. Game on.
It looks like being a seeded player here is a pure curse.
83.
Won the first leg of the match with Aaron Turner, taking out 101, but
59.
everything after that was just regulation. Got a double 16 tops, those small checkouts.
95. 87.
7 from 19 on the doubles in round one for Ricky. He's just over 1 in 3. It's not a bad strike rate.
60.
2 from 2 is positively excellent.
$140. 100.
Well, no matter how well any dart player plays,
140.
none of them can take out 163 in 3 darts. Bit of a fumble on the old mathematics from Ricky.
77. Gary, you require 75.
Tops for Stone.
35. Ricky,
His
you require
first
86.
dart at a double. And he misses it. Double 7.
Game
Gary Stone
shot.
nodded his head.
And the
He
first
felt
set.
it was going,
Ricky
and he was
Nyman.
proven right.
Second set, first leg. It's Gary to throw first. Game on.
Stunning darts from Ricky Nyman.
140. $40. $180.
Probably exacerbated by these first few visits, but Gary Stone is averaging 10 points more than Ricky.
100. $96. $85. Gary, you require 85.
No need to go for the bull route. I think that's in.
45.
Yeah, it was. He went for tops.
$100. Gary, you require 40.
And he's going to get more chances.
$38.
Left himself on double 1. Completely unnecessary as well. I think there was a very strong argument for busting when he went inside on the double 19.
$97. Gary, you require
Ricky is
2.
there, lurking in the background, but madhouse for Gary.
Game
Gets him his
shot
first
on the
leg.
First leg. Gary Stone. Second leg, it's Ricky to throw first. Game on. $140. $140.
Both players doing their best to make this a scoring darty party.
$41. $42. $140. $60. $60.
Well, I don't know why he winced. He's left 120. Check out, he's already taken.
99. Ricky, you require 120.
Definitely won't go now.
24. Gary, you require 116. 81. Ricky, you require 96.
A very unhelpful single one. Leaves him on an awkward 79 if he's allowed back. Which he will be.
56. Gary, you require 79.
It's a double 11.
Short and the second leg.
And gets
Gary
double
Stone.
11.
Third leg, it's Gary to throw first. Game on.
Well, on the checkout bingo, we've had 120, 137, 86, 79, and 2.
96.
A very unusual mix.
$100.
Nick Rolls back on referee duty after joining me in the comms box for
100.
game 1 of the afternoon. Jack of all trades.
22. $99. 32.
It was a clean sweep for Ricky in set 1, and it's looking very likely to be the same, but reversed.
140. $95. Gary, you require 66.
To go into the break with a level scoreline. Stone looks at tops.
26.
Ricky Nyman was so good on the doubles in set 1. He's not even had a dart at double in this set.
60. Gary, you require 40. $20.
Stone's weight goes on.
$100. Gary, you require 20. Game
There
shot.
it goes.
And the second
Gary
set.
Stone
Gary
does level the
Stone.
game up at 1 set apiece. It was a terrific start from Ricky Nyman, turbo boosting his way to a 1 set lead. Gary Stone clearly not happy. He's not going off stage. He's having a few more practice starts and feel his game just isn't there right now. But he is back in it. And it's Gary Stone 1, Ricky Nyman 1.
This program is brought to you by Benji Marine Engine Repair and Trading, specialized in Wärtsilä engines with a 24-hour-a-day, high-quality, worldwide service. And by Hemeco Storage Systems, your one-stop storage system solution with over 100 years of experience. The 45th annual Whitmire Fleetwood Memorial Las Vegas Open will be held from January 19th till the 21st. Sin City welcomes you to come and play in the entertainment capital of the world. Both men's and women's champions will win places at the 2024 WDF World Championships. The Romanian Darts Festival is from January the 26th till January the 28th. Come join the party in Bucharest. Register to play by Wednesday the 24th of January. The Toto Dutch Open Darts is held from February 1st till February 4th. Registration is open until January the 16th. The Toto Dutch Open Darts is by far the largest darts party in the world that you should not miss. And the men's and women's champions go to the Lakeside in December 2024. The Swiss Open and Helvetia Open tournaments are held from May 31st till June the 2nd. One of the longest running tournaments in Europe invites you to join them in the most beautiful surroundings you'll find in Europe. The Swedish Open and Masters is held from August 16th till 18th. A popular tournament for many of Europe's best aerosmiths. For more information on each of these tournaments, go to the link in the description. A special thank you to our tournament sponsors Whitmire, A&G Travel Group, iDarts, Dart Connect, CT1 and Quiff.
The tunes go off and we are back to business in set 3 of what looks like a very close encounter between Gary Stone and Ricky Nyman. 3 legs apiece. Straight set for Nyman up first. But then Gary did the business with checkouts of 2.79 and 20, stopping Ricky from getting any dart and a double in that second set. Ricky did go off the boil, so the break has probably come at the correct time for him. And it's always apparent when a player isn't happy with their performance when they decide to stay on the stage and have a few more practice darts.
140.
Early indications show that they're paying off. Currently averaging around the 86 mark, Gary. He's got more gears to give.
41.
Ricky tends to be a player who floats around in the low to mid 80s stratosphere.
62.
I think this game hinges on what Gary Stone does. We know what Ricky's going to do in terms of performance levels. Stone just has to stop him getting chances at the outer ring. He's got more of those in his locker. Second max of the game for Gary.
45. Gary, you require 40. Game shot at the first.
It's a wonderful start to set 3.
Second leg, it's Gary to throw first. Game on. $137.
And as far as Ricky's concerned, it'll feel less like a stone and more like a boulder that's chasing him downhill.
36.
He's starting to spray the darts.
43. $85. 59. 85. 98. 139. Gary, you require 164.
Probably better to leave 156 than 155. Even if it denies us the chance to see Ricky get his first 180 of the game.
156. 100. Gary, you require 76. 56. Ricky, you require 56.
Drags that one down. That's his first miss at a double in the match.
36.
And it's swiftly followed by his second.
20.
Ricky can't get back on board just yet. And Gary doesn't allow him the chance.
Gary Stone. Third leg is Ricky to throw first. Game on. $85. 100. 100. 81.
Well, given there was so much room in the treble 20 after the first start, coming away with 81 Frustrating Stone.
45. 78. 100. 30. 100.
3 tons in this leg. Means that Ricky should get 1 dart. And a double, at least.
96. Ricky, you require 71.
Few possible routes, 13s or 17s. Tops.
51.
And he can't end the losing streak.
116.
Now Stone wants tops.
Game
That is 6
start.
legs in a row.
And the third set. Gary Stone.
And that equates to 2 sets. Gary Stone is beginning to prove why he was a dark horse for some pundits coming into this tournament.
A 177. $60. 140.
Switch has been flicked. Gary Stone is powering now.
100. 96. 85. Gary, you require 88.
Double 10.
Game
Gary Stone
start.
takes out 88.
Gary Stone. Second leg is Ricky to throw first. Game on.
And Ricky might be in the hopes and prayers stage of a darting duel now.
60. 100. 66. 80.
It's unlucky. I think all of our referees are going to have sore backs by the end of this week.
$27.
Proving itself to be a physical as well as mental job.
100.
'He's not feeling comfortable now.
43.
Gary Stone closing in.
100. Gary, you require 121. Game shot and the second leg.
Super checkout.
Gary Stone. Third leg is Gary to throw first.
He was that far in front, he didn't need to think about bringing the bullseye into play with the final dart. Instead, he does it with the first, a modern way of approaching a 1-2-1 checkout. Late flourish, perhaps.
140.
Harry Stone just turning his head slightly back at the crowd then, as if to say, it's me that's the main man you should be cheering for.
45.
There are some Scottish fans in attendance, so a Scotland flag accompany the walk-ons of both Stone and Mark Buril. And unless something dramatic happens, it's going to be a mixed afternoon for the Scots, ending on a positive note.
$45.
Literal head in hands moment for Nyman.
96. $140. Gary, you require 83.
Double 16. Replace in round 3.
51. Ricky, you require 91.
Passes up the chance. Not going to get a dart.
Gary, you require 32.
Still he waits.
16.
Still he waits.
Ricky, you require 40.
5 match darts.
Game short and the third.
And the waiting does go on.
Nyman. Fourth leg, it's Ricky to throw first. Game on.
Been a long old while since we've seen Ricky win a leg. 8 on the spin for Stone before tops was pinned with expert precision.
60. $140. $58.
The lipstick filled for the 3rd time in the game by Stone.
$85.
Potential 10 darter here. Not now.
57. 180.
A late showing of defiance, but it might be too late. Treble 18 leaves the bullseye, and Gary Stone proves that the seeds are all right.
Gary Stone!
He rolls into round 3, and finally the big guns have something to celebrate. A typically dangerous performance from Stone. Excellent combination of big scoring and high class finishing. Ricky Nyman has entertained us. He certainly entertained the crowd in set 1 with those 3 remarkable checkouts in 3 darts. But in the end, he came up short against Stone, who's got the challenge of either Andy Bartons or Sebastian Białecki in round 3. That's it for this afternoon at Lakeside. But in the evening, we have got a blockbuster session, including the aforementioned Bartons and Bo Greaves, the women's number 1 in action against Lorraine Hyde. James Hurrell and Dennis Nilsson end the evening in another clash of England v Sweden. But the action will start with Barry Copeland against Johnny Tartar. That's coming up from 7 o'clock. Do join us then.
This program is brought to you by Benji Marine Engine Repair and Trading, specialized in Wärtsilä engines with a 24-hour-a-day, high-quality, worldwide service. And by Hemeco Storage Systems, your one-stop storage system solution with over 100 years of experience. The 45th annual Whitmire Fleetwood Memorial Las Vegas Open will be held from January 19th till the 21st. Sin City welcomes you to come and play in the entertainment capital of the world. Both men's and women's champions will win places at the 2024 WDF World Championships. The Romanian Darts Festival is from January the 26th till January the 28th. Come join the party in Bucharest. Register to play by Wednesday the 24th of January. The Toto Dutch Open Darts is held from February 1st till February 4th. Registration is open until January the 16th. The Toto Dutch Open Darts is by far the largest darts party in the world that you should not miss. And the men's and women's champions go to the Lakeside in December 2024. The Swiss Open and Helvetia Open tournaments are held from May 31st till June the 2nd. One of the longest running tournaments in Europe invites you to join them in the most beautiful surroundings you'll find in Europe. The Swedish Open and Masters is held from August 16th till 18th, a popular tournament for many of Europe's best aerosmiths. For more information on each of these tournaments, go to the link in the description. A special thank you to our tournament sponsors Whitmire, A&G Travel Group, iDarts, Dart Connect, CT1 and Quiff.